Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Campaign 1 of the Tales of Ammriel. This is episode 12, and we are going to be starting off a few members short tonight. Nate and Lexi should be joining in probably within the next half hour to an hour. Unfortunately, this is just how it goes with online games. But either way, we're don't have a lot going on in the announcements portion of it. Obviously, if you want to go check out the podcast and YouTube channel, all that stuff should be linked in the panels below if you're watching live on Twitch, as well as those should be out tomorrow by 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you can't watch all tonight, then you can watch the rest of it on YouTube or listen to it over on the podcast. So anyways, that's going to do it for that. Our guys are in the middle of facing a dragon. Let's get into it. Okay.
Hi, Dungeon Daddy.
48.
This is Dabbler.
Hi, baby. Hi, everybody. I'm Dappy Dap.
This is...
I go to work with Daddy, and I give shots to people.
Oh my god, that'd be terrifying. Okay, so
Would do better than Todd.
damn. All right.
Wow,
We're playing D&D here. Let's get into that. All right. So last we left off, obviously, all of you were wandering through the caves, attempting to find your way through, eventually bumping into some of your comrades, and eventually finding your way into a survivor camp of sorts for a majority of you. Everybody except for Beep and Zane together with Alan. But after you guys...
You sure it's Alan?
What now?
Is it Alan?
I swear, if you bring this up now, I'm going to dump all 48 D6 on Aiko right now. All right. Anywho. So you guys, so Zane and Beep were left staring in the teeth of a adult red dragon whose lair they had just stumbled into when Beep unfortunately failed his dex save and tripped on the pile of gold that they were climbing over. And now that's where we're going to start. Currently a massive red scaled claw, probably about the size of every bit of 10 feet in width claw, reaching around on the earthen barrier that Alan had put up in order to protect Beep from the fire breath that this dragon had produced. Its claw wraps around the barrier, and you just see the top of its head rest on top of the barrier, staring, teeth bared, low grumble, staring at you three. Currently, I suppose we should get some. Let's see here. Let's get some. Should we play the cheerful theme? I feel like this is really cheerful currently. You know, right?
No.
We'll do that.
Whatever you say.
So, currently, Beep, you are closest to the dragon. You are behind the earthen barrier, actually pretty much underneath its chin currently, with its claw kind of reaching like probably within a few feet from you. What do you want to do? Beep. Ruh-roh.
Already dead.
Yeah, he has perished.
He's-
Sad news.
That's some really good roleplay right there.
Dare you?
All right. Since for some reason I'm guessing he probably stepped away. Zane, you are right behind Alan. Alan is currently one hand on the. There's a giant wood or stone door that is in front of you. Alan is currently trying to push on that door to try to get it open. What are you? You see your feline friend behind you, right next to a giant dragon. Do you want to do anything?
I'm gonna try to get the door open.
All right, so you're gonna try to go for the door. I'm gonna need Eustace or not, fucking Alan.
You did it yourself.
I know I did, and I need to pull up the fucking Word document that has Alan written on it. You know, I'm playing another Blood Hunter in another campaign too, so this should be fun.
Is it too affordable?
No, it's an Alan. Okay, so Alan rolled 13 plus 6. So it's a 19 on his end. What'd you roll for strength? I need you to roll a strength check.
What, you didn't?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
roll
were...
anything.
By the way, do you need me to roll a strength check? I just got back.
No, we'll get to you in a
Okay.
second.
So my modifier is 0, so that's a 6. No, 5. Sorry.
5. So a 19 and a 5. So the door starts to slowly move as primarily Alan is the one pushing on it, being the massive human he is, or Furbolg he is. Beep, you are currently down one flight of stairs, kind of on a platform here. The dragon's chin is resting on the top of this earthen barrier that is towering above your head that Alan had I guess, oh god, I don't want to fucking say it because you guys are children, erected.
Yes. I am firm.
Flip it.
That Alan casts an earthen barrier in order to protect you from the flame breath that was being shot by this dragon. Currently, the dragon's head is resting on top of it with one claw around it. You are essentially within 5 feet of this dragon. What do you want to do?
So does that mean that I'm like within an attack of opportunity range?
With where it is, probably not.
Okay.
Although at this point, before you do anything, I'd like all of you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
What's my wisdom
17.
Alan gets advantage on wisdom saves. Okay.
19.
Cool. All right. So the DC. Okay. So all of you are staring at this dragon, right? Why I wanted you to do that is that this was to see whether or not all dragons have what's called an unsettling presence. So what this causes that it could cause fear if you fail the wisdom save. But both of you succeed, or all three of you succeed actually. And you're just staring at this fucking fire lizard, just at this point, not even moving, just kind of sitting there and watching you. Beep, now that you did that, can you what do you want to do?
So what I want to do is, while the dragon's kind of looking at me, I want to make a few movements in the air, like I'm pointing at someone else in the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to deceive him, make him think that there's someone else that he needs to be more worried about.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Would that be deception?
Or deception check with disadvantage.
Okay. $11.
She rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
And the dragon, you see, it sees you pointing and trying to point. It just continues just slowly looking at you, just not moving. Its hand gripped around this barrier, and are any three, or I guess you two, do either of you two speak Draconic?
Don't.
I don't think I do. I can.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Alan doesn't either. So
I thought magic did.
My last character may
Oh,
have.
that's right.
I was
I
gonna
do.
say Zane speaks Infernal, but
Can I
either
speak demon?
Yeah.
Demon and Fae in common.
so it says out loud in kind of a no longer grumbly voice, but actually a very normal voice, starting to come down off in Draconic. You don't understand it, but what is being perceived,
Is
you hear
is this loud enough that we might be able to hear it?
from where you're at. No,
Yeah. Okay.
it's almost in your, so it feels like it's almost in your head, the way how quiet this voice is comparatively, but you hear in Draconic a mumbling of just kind of concerned, like higher pitched, like mumbo jumbo to you guys, and I guess for the sake of this, you could roll an intelligence check to see if you understand what language it is, but you wouldn't be able to understand it.
I'll roll intelligence check for that.
6.
9.
Yeah,
Not better.
you hear some incoherent, higher pitched mumbling in your head. Beep, your advances to try to confuse this dragon seem to have fallen on deaf ears, or just kind of ignoring what you're doing. Do you want to do anything else?
Well, for now, I'm going to try and go up the stairwell.
Okay.
Just gonna try to like make it up to where Zane is.
Okay. The dragon seemingly does not move. Doesn't move, doesn't reach for you. It lets you walk up the stairs. This door currently is hardly budging. And then in common, you hear, oh, well, I guess you didn't understand me. In my native tongue. And you see this dragon stand on top, on its 2 feet. And you see all of a sudden the dragon form disappear in front of your eyes.
What am I looking at?
You don't see anything because there's this massive earthen barrier. You then hear, I would like actually all of you to make a perception check for me.
13.
4.
4. Alan rolled a 14 plus 3, so it's 17. Beep and Alan hear a lighter body hit the ground when you hear this disappearing, where you see this dragon disappear. And it is no longer, so this is no longer there. And you hear coming from the base, from the, like, I'd say around here, a, hold on, I'll open the door for you. And you hear pitter patter, just. And as you guys look down the stairs, you see this finely dressed girl, dark red hair, scales coming off of her cheeks. She's probably, in, like, if you're gauging, she looks kind of human, and she looks maybe to be 10 years old. And you just see her, like, slowly, like, each step that she's going up is a little bit labor intensive, like maybe not used to walking on 2 legs type of response. What do you guys want to do?
Did she say she's going to open the door?
I heard that as well, but
Can I like make a a check to see like maybe if this is like some person of significance?
I would say no. You wouldn't know who this is. If you want to try to say make a nature check or something like a arcana check to see what they are, sure. But like you wouldn't know who this is.
Okay. Like, would I be able to figure out though, like, what type of being they are?
You
With, like a nature check?
If you make a high enough one, yes.
Okay. 17.
17. You don't know a lot about the anatomy of dragons. But what you do know, and I would say with a nature check, you do know, and it's pretty well known knowledge for anybody that has done any sort of traveling, that dragons originated from Arun. They were the failed first batch of fairies when the world was being created, and you also know that dragons have very mysterious powers, and all you know is that you watched a massive red dragon disappear in front of your eyes, and now there is a young girl with similar dark red hair that's similar to the color that the dragon once was. So you could probably gauge maybe there's some sort of like resemblance, but you don't really understand.
Okay.
But she's laboring on each step because it's dexterity isn't very high for this one, and she eventually makes up. She's like, well, excuse me, and she just like very quietly walks past you, and she just puts her hand, and when she sticks out her hand, Zane, you see claws instead of a hand. You see a dragon claw, but miniature, reach out, and you as she reaches out, you slowly see the scales start to disappear on her hand, like she's completing a metamorphosis, a transformation. And she puts her hand on the door, and all of a sudden you just see this stone door that Alan was like laboring to push against, just all of a sudden light up with this intense gold light, and then slowly creak open.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you see her, all of a sudden she's like, make way, and you see you feel like this intense draw to like step away from her, and you see all of a sudden she spread wings, red wings, and she takes up into the air and disappears into the cavern somewhere.
I don't know what that's about, but we should get going.
I would like all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
18.
That's my dex modifier. 15.
Cool. All of you made the save. As you go to wander through, you feel this intense you felt like a soft breeze in the air, but then all of a sudden where there was some light, now you see a shadow forming above you as you're walking through this door, and all of you just make it out in time before you feel like you feel it skim your back, almost hitting your tail. A massive boulder that seems to have been reacted to the door being open, falling right where you were standing.
Beep.
That was a little closer than I'd like.
So, as you open up this door, you are staring into a black void. Even with dark vision, you don't see anything. And it's completely pitch black because this boulder has basically blocked off any light coming from the previous room that you're in. You take one step forward and there's surface underneath your feet, but you can hardly see anything, even with dark vision. What do you want to do?
I will use my magic magical tinkering to relight up my shield.
Okay, easy
And-
enough.
So 10 feet of light around it.
And I will cast light on my dagger.
Okay, so Zane, your shield sparks up with light. Beep, your dagger starts to illuminate this glow. Alan is also going to cast dancing lights. You just see like these globules of spheres of light shoot out into the room, and you see, and this room is massive. It's almost seems like a royal chamber, where like you look farther down with the dancing lights and you see like a long carpeted like alley or aisle. You see at the end a throne, but it's flipped around, like where a throne would normally facing into a room, it has for some reason been flipped around and it's facing the wall behind it.
I'm going to proceed carefully towards the throne.
Carefully. All right. So does this? Am I assuming you're attempting to check for traps?
Yes.
Roll an investigation check
Oh, goody.
with disadvantage
Oh, that's...
because you're in low light.
Oh, well, still good. 21.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, you start slowly walking, and you do feel already pressed in pressure plates under your feet, as in these traps have already been sprung. And as you get closer and closer, I'm gonna need Beep and Zane and Alan to all make a perception check.
14.
9.
Okay, it's not that hard to see. As you're getting closer, Zane, you start to smell this really moldy mildew smell when you get closer to this throne. But what you haven't really been noticing is that on each side of you are basically benches from like a church, and they're pushed more to the side of the room. They're smaller. Some of them are broken. Some of them are like collapsed in, being wood pews. But as you look and Beep, as you and Alan hang back, you start to see figures that are like silhouettes of people sitting in these pews. And Zane, as you get up to the throne that's turned around, you look at the throne, and there is a thing, a silhouette, a figure laying back into the throne, staring at the wall. What do you want to do?
I'm going to walk past it and examine the wall that it's staring at.
Make an investigation check.
Can I do the same?
Sure, yeah, you can walk up.
Yeah.
All right. 7.
16.
7. It looks like a wall to Beep. But you said 16?
Yep.
16 is you look at this wall, and it's this massive mural that's covered in like mossy, like blue mossy vines going down it. And as you kind of look a little closer, you do see some sort of like painting mural on the wall behind it.
Okay.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Zane.
8. 10.
10. What you didn't notice is the figure laying back in the throne was slowly reaching its hand out, and it grabs with a 10. It grabs onto the coattail of your are you armored up right now?
Oh, yeah.
So it grabs on where the coattail of your shirt would be, but it grabs onto your armor. And as it grabs, you feel and hear a crack as it grabs on, you turn around and there's this very dead, long dead skeleton slowly reaching its hand out, almost like a zombie, to reach out to you. And it's just holding there, and the crack you heard was its finger breaking against your armor because its bones are so brittle.
Well, that's creepy. I'm going to punch it.
Roll an attack.
Sure will. 19.
Yeah, I would say you need to roll for you would need to roll for damage, but as you punch it full armored, its body just crumbles into pieces of bone, falls to the ground flat. And what you didn't see when you first turned around, just in the moment, you saw a crown upon its head made out of thorns and different intermixing dead rose petals and different flower petals all inside of it. It falls to the ground very helplessly off the head of the thing that you just punched.
I'm not going to touch it, but can I try to determine if it's magical?
Roll an Arcana check.
Nine.
Best of your ability, looking at it, you do not sense that it is magical of any sort, or there isn't any magic coming off of it. And all it looks like is what I described, a crown of thorns with flower petals and roots of flowers mixed in to interwoven into it.
Is that on the floor right now?
It is fallen on the floor in front of this throne.
Can I pick it up very carefully and just place it back on the throne?
Yeah. You pick it up and put it on the throne. Nothing happens.
Okay.
However, you hear Alan from the back of this room say, guys, I think these things are moving. And you start to see these figures that were sitting in what seems like pews, but it's more of benches to give praise to whomever was sitting in this throne, or maybe an audience with whoever was sitting in this throne. You slowly start to see these figures, they're in full cloak, stand up very slowly and start lumbering their way towards the throne. There's 5 or 6 of them. From what you can gauge, they're very slow.
How close together are they?
Pretty spread apart. But even with the dancing lights and all the light that you have emanating from your your own equipment, you do see as you look closer, all of these beings, to your best knowledge, are very similar to the one you just punched.
Okay. Well, they don't seem very sturdy. If we are concerned about them, I could probably just beat the hell out of the other ones.
Okay. You certainly can. At this point, Alan, you see Alan put his staff on his back. He has like some leather straps coming off of his back as the backpack he's wearing, and he immediately puts it into the compartment that he built specifically for the staff. And you see what you haven't realized, that underneath the robes that he wears is a hidden scimitar that he pulls out, and immediately the scimitar, he does this. He takes the base of his hand and smacks it against his hand, and you see a little bit of blood come out of his hand, and all of a sudden his scimitar ignites into this bright crimson flame. He's like, I think these might be undead, folks.
Seems to be.
They pay no mind to Alan, and they actually pay no mind to Zane, to you, Zane, or you, Beep. They are slowly walking towards this throne.
Can I see like any other potential like way out of this room?
I'd say make an investigation check.
I'm gonna do the same.
17.
Let me get there. 19.
Okay, 17 and 19. You guys look around, and other than the door you came in, which is now blocked off by this boulder, there's no other way out of this room.
Can I start feeling around on the mural just to see if there's like a hidden switch or something?
You put your hand on this mural, and it is covered in vines, so it's really hard to see, or really feel. So I think you would have to clear the vines and the moss first before you did that. However, as you go to touch it, one of the silhouettes, you hear its bones rattling as it's stepping closer to you, and it stops and stares at you, and you hear this very gruff, just and then the one that's closest to you falls on the ground and collapses, and his bone shatters all around. And you see these other, at this point you now realize they've gotten close enough to the throne, and as the others come around, they immediately stand in the same place. But you notice that one of them is trying to like reach very steadily towards the crown that's sitting on the throne, and as it reaches out, all of them just kind of crumble down into nothing but dust around this throne. And all that's left from the one that's reaching is as it was able to get its hand on the throne, and as its hand hits the throne, it all of a sudden you see what looked like old bone turn into new bone, but it was so it's all that's left is just this hand that's barely kept together by whatever ligaments that are left from when it was alive, just kind of laying on this like the armrest of the throne.
Interesting. Can I try to figure out if the throne is magical?
Roll an Arcana check. I'm gonna say, Beep, you do as well. I'm also gonna have Alan.
13.
21.
Also 21 for Alan. As you look at this throne, there seems to be divination magic coming off of it. There seems to be some form of holy aura illuminating off of this chair, but it's very faint. And as you are looking around, Alan's going to cast Detect Magic. And as he casts it, you see his eyes. He has very dark emerald green eyes that are generally hidden by his long brown matted hair. And you just see his eyes ignite into this like really bright green, and you see him staring around looking, and he looks right at where the throne is, and immediately he says, "Don't touch it."
Okay.
Looking at you. And he like looks at the hand. He's like, "No, that's not something we need to mess with."
All right.
I don't know what it is, but that's not giving me good vibes, man.
All right then. Alan, I don't see another way out of here. We seem to be stuck.
Well, I see a very blatant way out of here, but that might be because my eyes are all glowy. So if you that thing behind you, the wall,
A mural?
yeah, clear them plants out of there. I see something, I just don't know what it is yet.
I'll take my hand axe and start hacking away at him.
And I'll start cutting at it with a sickle.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys are cutting away, you slowly start to see this mural open up, and Alan brings one of his globules of light and like brings it up to the mural and just like sits it there. Like, well, isn't this something? And sitting in front of you is a mural, full mural, of what seems to be a throne with a young red-haired girl sitting on it with this crown of thorns placed on her head with like rose petals coming off of it. You see worshippers bending down, offering her gifts. You see above her a sunlight with like little fairies, what look like fairies, dancing around in the sun rays. Like you see a rainbow erupting, but not connecting at the top. It's like a broken bow almost, but the rainbow cuts off pretty much right at the top. And at the top, you see a what seems to be wings, dragon wings, coming down in between the rainbow. You look farther down on the mural, and it's almost as if it's telling a story. And you see that same little girl with red hair with dragon wings coming off of her. And you see her looking down at skeletons, piles of bones all around her. And at the very bottom of it, you see a little ring. It's on basically almost on the ground, but it's probably about 3 inches above the ground. And it's a little compartment, and it has what looks to be a ring for what looks like something needs to be placed in there. And Alan kind of looks at it, and he's like, whatever opens that door belongs there. And he points down, and he starts looking at the mural and just kind of trying to ponder what it is.
How big's the spot on the mural for that?
It's about head size.
Can I grab the crown without touching the throne and then try to put it in there?
Yeah. I'm going to say make a dexterity check, because you're trying to delicately pick something up in full armor.
I mean, I could do it.
So that looks like a bad phase.
That one.
Oh boy. So
Let me do it.
as you turn around to go, like, oh well, yeah, it's obviously the crown. You go to turn, and you didn't realize that one of the skeletons that had collapsed, its skull didn't fully shatter, and you kick that skull, and you trip, and as you go to reach for it, you trip forward, and like just a reactionary thing, you put both hands onto this throne, and immediately, because you are part infernal, part demon, your hands start to just burn. Just, you feel this intense, like flesh melting burning sensation coming off of this throne. And I'm gonna say, because of the nat 1, your face also bonk right off the seat of it. So you take, and it's double because you're a tiefling. It's 2d8 worth of damn it, radiant damage. That is 16 points of radiant damage as your face starts, you hitting your head off of it. You start to feel this burning sensation on like the crown of your head, and you start to feel like your hands are starting to slowly, like, you start to see like the black, your fine black skin start to slowly like melt away as your first, I assume your first reaction is just to immediately fuck.
Yeah, and let go of it.
Okay, so you do that, and you start to look at your hands, and it's all muscle. All the skin on your hands have burned away. And you do have, Alan looks at you, he's like, I told you shouldn't have, oh, fuck. And you have like this burned singe mark, like right at the base of your horns, that has thorn imprints all through it.
I was just trying to get the damn crown.
It's like, maybe you should let some more dexterous people grab it next time. And he puts his hand on you and casts Cure Wounds at level 4. And you gain... I know level 4 spell. I wasn't intending for this character to be with you guys, so bear with me here. Wow. Okay, that evens out a little bit. You gain 15 points of healing. I rolled like shit. Sorry.
I mean, it pretty much full healed me.
And you just start, but unfortunately with the Cure Wounds, normally Cure Wounds closes up all wounds and restores you to the point where you were before. You still feel the pain afterwards, like in the scratching, numbing, itching sensation that you get from whenever you scratch a scab. But
Yeah.
as you look down at your hands, you start to see your skin slowly growing back, but your hands are still not skin covered, and your forehead has fully closed up, and you're now good there. Alan immediately goes, "Oh fuck," and immediately pumps another Cure Wounds into you because your hands are just not coming up. For the sake of it, you full heal, because even if I roll a 1, even so, as he casts at level 1, your hands are just not closing up no matter how many times he casts Cure Wounds on you. So, Alan looks around. He's like, Beep, won't you show him how it's done and grab that thing there. Do not touch the stone.
All right.
You don't have to roll a dex check.
Okay. I'll just say beep, and I'll go right up to that crown, very gently, nowhere near where any thorns might be. Just pick it up.
Okay.
Take it on over.
When you do reach down, you feel this intense burning sensation start to like barely singe the invisible hairs you have coming off of you as a tabaxi. And you do smell this really weird hair burning smell as you pick it up, because whatever this throne is, it's bad news, as seen by Zane's charred hands.
All right. And now I'll just very carefully try to put it into the little like keyhole area, the headspace or whatever.
Okay, as you put it down in there, you see this mural, this beautiful but sad mural. Slowly, you see the same golden light that young girl, whenever she touched the door, that same golden light slowly cracks, so you see a seam split the mural down the center, and 2 doors swipe inward and open up into another room.
All right, so I'll look back at the 2 of them, and I'll just say, beep, as I motion my head and try to tell them to come along. I start going through.
And Alan follows along. I assume Zane, kind of pissy, follows along.
You know,
You guys only walk about 20 feet, and then you start to see this blue glowing light emanate from the end of what seems like a tunnel that you're walking down. And as you get to the end of it, you look out and you see crystals popping up out of the floor and on the walls. And you see a very distant flicker of a campfire from probably 400 feet across whatever room you're staring into. And you do see I'm gonna say with Beep, with your vision, with your feline senses, you see silhouettes around this fire. But as you look down, there is about a 40-foot drop down to the floor below into this giant room.
Hmm. I'll do something fun because I don't actually have to touch it to make it work.
Okay.
I'm going to use my rope of climbing
Okay.
because I can just vocally command it what I want it to do without touching it. To wrap. Is there anything around me, like rock-wise, like that I could secure it to?
Yeah, there's like stalactites and stalagmites coming out of like and crystals coming out as you like on the wall next to you, on the mouth of this cave.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll have it secure itself to one of those and then around me and try to work my way down, I suppose.
Okay, so easy enough. I'm gonna say, for the sake of this, you're fine, Zane, because you're wrapped by the rope of climbing.
And then I will have the rope leave me and attached to those two.
Okay, so as you guys make your way down, no problem. And as you look across, you look to your left, and you see this really bright, blazing red hue coming from another room to your left. And when you look across, Beep, you can now in very clear view see this flickering fire and a bunch of silhouettes from across the room. But there's also a blazing fire, like crimson fire, coming from the left.
Is there like... So are these like two split paths, or is it like an open area?
It is a massive open room, just like massive open like cavern that is, to your best knowledge, it's well lit enough that you can see pretty much the floor all the way, probably 200 feet in front of you. Like it's very well lit, and it is starting to get brighter. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Another question.
Sure.
The silhouettes, are they like... Could we recognize the silhouettes as someone as part of our party?
From 400 feet away, absolutely not.
Okay, well, fair enough. Okay. So
you guys, which way are you gonna go?
Beep would look over to Zane and just kind of motion to go, like kind of motion with his hands, gesturing like go that way, but not all the way.
Yeah,
we can like sort of see the people.
Okay.
Like,
agreed.
see if we can try to analyze them before we get too close.
Yeah.
Okay. And Alan sees these motions and just slowly starts he like, without saying a word to you guys, he just walks past you and just starts like full striding his way towards these silhouettes.
Okay.
No,
Right,
not trying to stealth, not trying to do anything.
I don't think he caught on. Beep.
And
Beep.
he turns around, he's like, "What? Aren't you guys coming?" And he just keeps walking.
I'm
Beep.
gonna like kind of hurry up to get caught up with him.
I would like everybody that's not them to make a perception check for me. I'm gonna say I'll make a one for the.
Making one for Alara.
I don't know if Lexi's here or not yet.
She just got here. She's walking down now.
Okay. I'll roll for her then.
Thaddeus is
Well,
oblivious.
I rolled a nat 2 for Alara, so that doesn't go well for her.
Checks out.
Yeah, checks out. So, with a 9 and nat 1,
I'll bring it back real quick.
okay, you do not hear or see anything. However, with a 20, an 18, and a 19, Aiko, Elka, and Ori all hear a very loud beep come from echoing through the cavern, piercing through the quiet sound of the children talking amongst themselves. And immediately you hear Arya pop up. What? Hey, did you guys hear that? All right, just want to make sure I wasn't the only one who just heard whatever the fuck that was. Oh, Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss in front of you. Bad habits. My bad.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So as you guys approach, you see and hear beep. Immediately realize who it is, but you do see this massive, jollying, just figure rolling through. Now it's starting to become more and more bright, and what you guys didn't realize is there's crystals all over the walls. Well, you noticed them, but they're starting to slowly get brighter and brighter and brighter and illuminate this cavern to where now all you see is this happy Furbolg strolling his way towards, not giving a care in the world. Happy Furbolg strolling towards you guys with a worse for wear tiefling in partial full armor and a tabaxi quickly trying to follow behind. And he's, well, this is where you guys were at. And he starts looking around. It's like, well, I guess the gang's all here. Hey, Zane, Beep, you guys didn't need to worry about a damn thing. This is your friends.
Oh, good.
So, like,
Where
they're
have
right
you
in front of
guys
us.
been?
Beep.
I've had better days in my life. I'm just gonna like put my hands up and show you like the missing skin.
Oof.
Yeah.
Then, Alara,
Beep.
there was a
You
big
can
block
still
of
live with it.
cheese.
What? Cheese.
Are you high?
We're in a cave.
Lara and I are having a conversation. We're
Oh.
clueless.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Are there anything is there anything growing that I might recognize? No, actually, I guess first things first, I would walk up to Zane and try to put a cure wounds into him myself, because I don't know that that's already been attempted.
I would stop you beforehand and be like, we've tried.
Have I
This
noticed
one
that they've
is
come in yet?
confused.
At this point, it's kind of hard to miss because you've seen Vaten get up and run out, and you've heard the very loud, obnoxious, well, not obnoxious, but slow voice of Alan bursting through the cavern.
Zane, what is up with your hands?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I'll talk about it. He tripped over some old skull and put his hands on this crazy fire, holy magic bullshit throne and kind of scalded his skin off of his poor little hands there.
Wait, who are you?
Wait, did you get it?
Oh yeah, Aiko hasn't met Alan.
Ah, yes. My name is Alan. I am well, as you can see, I'm a Furbolg. I kind of run the forest, at least around that tree that you disappeared into. I'm a friend. I've been with, well, at least Beep here for a good while.
Beep.
Can I look around to see if there's anything like moss or anything growing that I could use to bind up Zane's hands?
Yeah, let's say make a survival check.
I'm going to pull
Oh.
out one of those jars that I filled with that water.
Okay.
and I'm gonna go, Zane, come here. I want to pull this on your hands.
Is that? It's not gonna hurt me, is it?
I truly don't know, but I don't think it can make it worse.
I'm kind of thirsty. Can I have some of that?
It can't
No.
be worse. I'll just put my hands out to Thaddeus.
Would I know about this this throne at all? Like, is it something I would have heard about?
Make a history check.
And I'm gonna slowly like splash a little bit of water onto his hands.
Nat 20.
Damn. All right. I'm gonna message you.
Okay. Oh, whisper.
Mm.
Can I have one of
Yeah.
those?
Secret. Oh, you didn't message me about the other thing you were supposed to before this.
Fuck. Listen, I'll do that. I'll do that after. It's not done at all. I'll take care of it. So, as I'm messaging Mousy here, you're gonna see Alan kind of like immediately realize children acquired. So he's going to just kind of go around and start examining and checking the health of all the children throughout the camp to make sure that they aren't hurt, to make sure they're not malnourished. He's going to start just trying to be a big, gentle giant to these kids who probably have been frightened. Some of them have been frightened for a while now. But you guys may converse amongst yourself. You don't need to wait for the DM to do stuff.
Well, what
Well,
happens when Todd pours the water on my hands?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry. I forgot about that.
And or the survival check for anything like moss to bind his hands to.
So with the survival, was a survival check of 24.
Yeah.
So you look around, yeah, there's moss all over the ground as you like wander around a little bit. It's bluish in color, and very easy to pick up off the ground.
And between my herbalism kit and that survival check, this isn't gonna like poison him or anything, right?
No, with the 24,
Okay.
you've learned this is a moss that seems to be it might have healing prowess, it may not, you never know, but it shouldn't poison him.
Okay. Then pending what the water does, I will go ahead and potentially bandage up his hands.
Okay, I'm gonna say make a medicine check, but with advantage. 25. You have successfully bandaged up his hands with the moss and grinding it up with your herbalism kit and everything. And Zane, you do feel this cooling sensation from this cool moss hitting where your burned skin was. And can't tell if it's helping, but it definitely feels good compared to what your hands are feeling like right now.
Fair. Todd's pouring the water from the tree on my hands.
Right, that too. As you pour it on there and like combination of putting the moss and the water, you do feel a stinging sensation from the water as it hits your hands, but you do notice a weird movement of skin on your hands as it seems to try to almost close up magically as the water hits your hands, but it's not fully healing. And then as Vaten bandages up your hands, you do feel this cooling sensation from that kind of weird sting. So for right now, don't know if your hands are ever going to get better, but as of right now, they feel okay.
How far are we away from that fountain or where the water was?
You're just across the cavern and through a few caves to get there, and a good portion of the people who are at this camp know how to get there.
Do you have is there water still in your thing? Is that water still in your jar?
I have
Todd.
3 jars of it. Yes,
Still have a water
I have
stand.
more, and we can refill them. There's a
Can I
river.
have a sip of that?
I guess.
Thirsty. He'll do you hold one out for him?
Sure.
All right, he'll grab one and just chug it. Oh. Oh,
That kind of helped. I think.
How's that acid reflux you've been having?
you talking to Ori?
Yeah.
It's fine now. Oh, Aiko has a kid.
Well, we knew that.
Oh, she's right there. Is she still with us?
Yeah, she's just
Oh.
kind of hanging out, like looking around.
All right, Ori will point at her. Oh, yeah, she's right there.
Hi.
Is that a bird?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do not be alarmed. She was a foundling.
Oh.
The
Dad
big
found
one
me
still thinks.
as a kid.
My mind was going crazy for like 5 minutes till I found that out.
It's
How does
still
that
going
work?
Crazy.
Sounds about right.
Where the fuck is my dragon?
It did not come with.
There's a bird, a dragon.
I want to cast Dragon Sight to see where he's at.
Okay, as you cast Dragon Sight, you see you're all of a sudden blinded by this gold shimmering light, and you see Aragon is currently rolling around, and you hear with using your sight, you see gold coins all over the floor. And you hear Aragon, you see Aragon just kind of rolling around and burying himself in all these gold coins.
Has anybody seen a room with gold coins?
Why?
It looks like Aragon's rolling in it, having a grand old time, like he hit the lottery.
It's where we came from, but we can't get back to it.
Well, okay.
It was a dragon's hoard.
You guys didn't bring that with you, or?
I mean, the dragon was there.
That's not what I asked, but
Dragon?
Yes.
Different from Aragon?
Red, large, turned into a little girl.
Oh.
It was scary.
Where is this dragon?
It's gone now.
Oh,
I don't know where it's at.
well,
We
where
should
was the
stay
gold?
away from that.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with a dragon's hoard. It's
We
not
could buy
wise.
so much cheese. How much gold was there?
More than I could physically count.
But
How high
Aragon's
can you
there, I
count?
gotta go back.
I can count very high.
Start counting. He'll cross his arms and
I'm just gonna start like rambling off really high numbers for Ori.
Okay.
Here, Ori, have
that's a
some
lot
more
of gold.
juice.
Oh, thank you. He'll take a sip. You want some, Lara?
Lara can't even count.
You want a drink?
No, I want cheese. I want to go to the gold room and buy all the cheese.
Well, they're not telling us where the gold room is.
Well, we can't get to it. There's a giant rock in the way.
Who's about to curse? No.
Well, did you? She's about to say the F word.
She's about to say the F word. No, she stomps her little foot and crosses her little arms.
I want that.
Top my head. You're
Yes.
stomping your feet on top of my head.
You just hear the little pitter patter on Ori's skull of her feet.
Oh.
She's McMad.
Maybe just push the rock out of the way. How big is the rock?
Very big.
This
enough
big, and
to-
he'll hold up like his hand to like his shoulders.
Bigger.
He'll go a little higher.
Bigger.
He'll go like about where his head's at.
Bigger than you can reach, Ori.
Hold me up.
We
I
all
cannot
get together
take
and
you
push
up.
the rock away.
Well, I guess we'll
Teamwork
not
makes the dream
get
work.
the gold.
Sounds
I
like a
would've-
wonderful idea. Not getting it.
Yes, not getting the dragon's gold for it to come back
Alara will
and
just
kill us.
starve.
We have plenty of food, Alara.
Yeah.
Not when I'm done.
Hey, where's Josiah at?
Sorry, what was the question?
Josiah, where's Josiah at?
He is currently he's helping out Alan. Alan has now gone around and like done checkups on most of the children in this camp, and he's kind of been playing as the assistant to Alan, where Alan has like casted cure wounds on some of the kids that have had like scraped up knees and like has some of them being more injured than others. He also like casting like calm emotions on some of them that are kind of still in shock. So he's kind of like farther into the camp, but within earshot.
All right, I want to go up to Josiah,
Okay.
and I'm gonna introduce him to the entire group real quick.
He hears you walking. He's like, Mr. Aiko, how can I help you?
Yes. Well, this is my entire group that has been set. That I was telling you about that has been set out to find y'all. And I'm curious. Have you ever seen a room full of gold?
A room full of gold? No, I mean other than the golden leaves of that tree. No, I haven't seen any. Are you talking like gold coins?
Yeah,
Or-
apparently they were fighting a dragon in a room full of gold coins, and now my little dragon is there, and we need to find our way back.
Well, I've never seen, heard, or been to any sort of room like that. I mean, if your friends said they were there, maybe they can guide us back from where they came from, and you could send an expedition party out there.
I can't really easily get back up there at the moment.
Okay. Well then I guess we may need to find a different way around. Why do you have to get there?
My little pet dragon is apparently wallowing in gold coins, and I need to get him back.
You have a pet dragon.
Yeah, it's Ara's little brother.
And
Understood.
picking up kids everywhere.
Slept with a bird and with a dragon.
In D&D, sleeping with a dragon
Okay,
is heard
okay.
of. All right, think about that.
Or he'll put like his hand to his chin and be like, hmm.
Elka just kind of slumped over, like, I'm not gonna say anything.
No one's listening to me anyway, so
If I slept
Hey,
with
you
a
only-
female
you-
dragon, what
you
would
only-
happen?
You only live once. You gotta enjoy life. Gotta
And
try.
Lara's gonna like look up at Ori and be like, "What does it mean to lay with a bird? Explain."
And you slowly see Josiah like go over to one of the kids. He's standing next to him, like put his hands around their ears, like no. Too.
Ori will see this. Well, you see, I'll tell you later.
And you just see it's
Way later.
And
just,
Lara's gonna be like, "What happens if I lay with a bird? Is it a bad thing? Why do you lay with birds?"
Well, if you laid with a bird, they would probably think you're a rat and eat you.
Hey, that was very nice. Ori will put his hands on his hips. Why'd you say that?
Well, you told my daughter about the birds and the bees, so I was just being
Wait,
straightforward.
birds
there.
and bees?
Well, why'd you call her a rat?
wait,
That was not very
You
nice.
can lay with a bee too?
I'm just
And
gonna
Yeah,
like.
see, she doesn't understand. Also, I'm,
You just
If
see
I
me
lay
slump
next
off
to a
into the
bee,
corner
it'll
and just
sting me.
look at my hands like,
and Alan.
what's the problem, Zane? What you got more important things?
Alara's gonna look at Zane and be like, "Have you ever laid with a bee?"
Alan's gonna poke his head out from cure woundsing this a poor little girl that's sitting there just exposed to all of this conversation. And he's gonna be like, Well, I think I know someone who maybe slept with a really big bee once, but she's not around to really hear talk. She's dead. So,
Alan, what does that mean?
Well, if I sat next to a bee, I'd probably get
Well-
stung and die too.
well,
I'm
you
allergic to
see-
bees.
Alara, cover your ears.
Well, you see, bees have these really big stingers, and
So that's what these kids are calling
Yeah, I get
it.
that part. Alara, cover. Ori will put his big hands around her head.
and
Excuse me, everybody.
Is important what?
I'd like to just point out that we're here for the kids and to see if we can help them not ruin their minds.
Oh, this is way more interesting. So, did your friend fuck a bee? Like a giant bee? How big was the bee?
The bee was about your size, big guy, and the
It's a big stinger.
the stinger was about 2 feet long, and she was sleeping, and it invaded her
With the
camp.
bee.
No.
Didn't
she
this
was
happen in
sleeping-
Conker's Bad Fur Day?
She was sleeping next to the bee's hive, which is this giant fucking cave, and she got stabbed through the lower abdomen by a bee and
Like, honey, I
perished.
shrunk the kids.
When the hell did bees become owl bears?
Alara's gonna look up at Ori and say,
What does it mean to fuck a bee?
I was covering your ears the whole time.
she heard.
No, she didn't. Alara! Don't say that again.
What? Fuck?
No.
Oh God.
Well, you know one more word.
I know another word.
Elka, Zane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't we head back to where I had filled up all of these before I used it on his hands, and then the big one drank it all, so I can refill my vials of this water.
They're gonna fix my hands.
I believe so. In the meantime, they can discuss the prophecies of bees, birds, beetles, and wolverines.
Well, and Alan's gonna be like, well, if there's water that can cure wounds, I kind of want to go there myself.
Lead the way.
While they're doing that, I want to inspect the golden leaves.
The golden leaves that are making up these tents that have been made, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a nature check for me. $16. You have never seen this type of wood or leaves in your life.
Interesting. Yeah, that's
So,
all I got.
Okay. So I'm gonna say. So, who all's going to the tree and who all's?
I'm going to the tree.
I'll go to the tree.
I'll go to the
I'm
tree.
going to the tree.
I'll go to the tree.
Are you all just gonna go to the tree?
I was gonna say, if literally everybody else is going to the tree, I might stay behind to watch the kids.
Okay.
Giant one, why don't you stay and watch the kids and teach them something?
That is not a good idea.
And you hear Josiah crack it. I think Arya and I will be just fine watching the kids. If you want to go explore this tree, feel free. It's pretty safe, at least to my knowledge.
Very well.
We would come back and Ori would traumatize the kids.
Okay. And you all of a sudden, Alan is like, is this way? All right, and he just the same old, just full striding towards where he was pointed to. Are you coming with me or not? He looks behind
Right
you.
behind you.
All right, so all of you are gonna go to the tree then.
Yeah. Do
Yep.
you happen to have a layout of this place?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't cleared the tokens from last time, but so you guys are coming from there. But you guys are coming from there. If you guys want to put your tokens down, you can, just for since it's such a big map. I think I see.
Some of us are already down there.
Yeah.
I just gave Lexa some headphones. She'll 1 second.
Whoa.
Okay, I'll put a Lara and Ori on there for you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is a big ass map.
7. I told you. Alan's leading the charge. Alrighty. No. So as you guys walk into this cavern,
The audio. Good. Okay.
You are met with a blinding gold light. Elka, Vaten, and Thaddeus have all seen this before, and it is blinding. It is hard to see very well at first when you're after walking through a dark cavern, and as you find yourself looking at this massive fucking, it almost looks like an oak tree, intertwining branches forming out into this massive golden structure of a tree, and you hear the water rushing through, and it's even already being there, it is something to behold. But so what you guys want to do? You guys are staring at this massive tree.
Do I see the water right here next to me?
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna dunk my hands in and hold them there.
Okay. With bandage and all on still?
Yeah.
You do that, and the moss that has been ground up starts to illuminate through the bandage, and it starts to illuminate into this golden hue, and you feel your hands immediately start to sting. Do you want to take the bandages off?
Yeah.
Okay, as you do that, you take your bandages off, and your hands are now completely healed. And
hell yeah.
However, being that you are an infernal, you take 4 points of radiant damage as you stick your hands into this water. However, your hands are, the physical abnormalities are healed, but this is more you taking a spiritual punch to the gut than a.
How much damage? Sorry?
4 points of radiant damage. And you see Alan walking up, just amazed, oh my god.
That fucking hurts. But my hands are better.
Actually, the best way I could describe the pain is that it's kind of a headache.
Yeah.
Where you stick your hands in there, it heals your body, but it's affecting you as being half demon, being tiefling.
Yeah.
But it's not unbearable. It's just kind of there.
Or he's gonna put his feet in the water.
You put your feet in the water. Your hooves.
His hooves. His.
They suddenly become human feet.
Yes.
Or he takes his hooves off and now they're feet.
Hey, Ori, roll a d4 for me. No, I'm just.
That's the stuff nightmares are made of.
Oh, my hooves are killing me.
And all the muscle pain, all of the travel that you've endured, and you haven't much over your travels. You haven't really had much time to relax, and this, for the first time ever, your muscles go from untense to completely relaxed. Your hooves, your fur where your hooves are, around your hooves, has never been cleaner. Like
They
You're
ever
like
been
a
cleaned?
like
what was it?
Have they ever been cleaned in general?
I don't know.
Yeah, Ori doesn't scrub his ass.
Hori bait or I called him Hori. Ori
Hori.
bathes.
Hmm.
I wonder if this would work pretty well. He'll like put his horse brush in the water and he'll start brushing his fur.
Okay, as you do that, yeah, you start. Ori's fur has never been more glistening. It's just as he starts, you see like the dust of his body. You just see like dust come flying off of it, and his like fur starts to like glisten. Like any odd scrapes and cuts that he had, just slowly close up and go away. Ori, your body feels refreshed.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say this would probably give call for 5 points of temporary hit points as you wash your entire body with this water.
Yeah, he's in it by now, like just sitting in it.
Well, you have to realize the stream is only about 6 inches deep.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, he's still sitting in it, and he's
yeah.
just like kind of.
It's just barely coming up to the like the base of your butt. Like
he's like dipping Lara in it,
My little toes.
like
My little
scrubbing her.
beans.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the way the stream is running, and I'm gonna go upstream from where Ori is disposing of all of his waste.
Okay.
You see a bunch of shit just coming down.
Oh God!
I'm just going Ganges style.
And I'm going to refill the 3 jars that I had, and then I am just going to lay down on my back in the water and just splash it over me.
Okay. You already have the 5 temporary hit points, so I'm not going to give you those. But you do, like I said before, you do feel you're getting very clean. Like Thaddeus, you take care of yourself, cleanliness wise. But it's like the most thorough of thorough clean. It's like going through a really expensive car wash. Like.
I'm gonna quickly just think about a girl. Does it change me?
I'm sorry. You're asking if the water is going to change you into a girl?
No.
Oh.
Does it change you into not being gay?
I'm gonna think of this girl that I saw in town. Do I find her attractive now?
No.
High or low?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let the dice decide, baby.
Oh,
Hi.
baby.
Wash
Hi.
the gay away.
God,
Jesus Christ.
You said hi?
Yes.
No, you're still gay.
It's like, are we gonna make enemies with the LGBT? Keep
like high and low,
Like,
you're
are we
still
gonna be? Are
gay.
we? They're gonna be like, don't watch this group of role players. They're awful.
Oh, I told you, Mike. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Let's not.
Thaddeus, what are you mumbling about over there?
Who the fuck is Mike?
Who's Mike?
Like the most common name I've heard like this whole time.
He was my father.
Wait, what?
Yes, Mike Hawk.
Oh.
No.
No.
He was an Owlin.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Allens are sleazy little scumbags, but like no.
Hey
I
now,
don't fuck
just
anything.
because. Hey now.
Allens
Sherwood.
are known to fuck rabbits. Let's just put that out there.
At least one.
Yeah.
At least one of them are.
God
Oh.
Okay.
No,
People who don't know about
Michael
that are
was
really confused.
Michael was my very close friend's father who banned us from the area.
Is this a real life story?
No. As Thaddeus is just like laying back in the water as much as he can, just this is nice. See, I assume all of you are just kind of like you see Alan like walk up
Not
and
me.
you see like Alan, like, well, obviously not you. I'm gonna say though, you did touch the water enough to gain the 5 temporary hit points.
I hurt myself.
Hey Zach.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have Beep get in the water. He's
Mhm.
gonna kneel down, and he's gonna specifically pull up his eye patch and start trying to splash the water into his eyes.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. And I'm gonna say for the sake of it, you guys always kind of noticed the eye patch, but it was like kind of blending in with his fur. So you thought, it's probably a fashion statement. You know, it's just he's a bard. He's eccentric. But
And also his eyes weren't regular tabaxi.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were more on the human side. Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like kind of orangey when they're normally supposed to be yellow, like far more orange.
Yeah. So as you lift your eye patch, you feel like the matting of the fur that has been holding it down. You feel the matting of that matte fur just slowly release, and as you splash water into your eye, all of you see this. You see him doing this, kind of like splashing as much water as he can into it, and you see like a glazed over orangey tint of an eye. And as he splashes it, you kind of blink, Beep, and you, for the first time in many years, start to see silhouettes and like shadows of your friends around you. It's not enough, this water isn't enough to give you your sight fully back, but it is enough to heal the ailment that is on your eye that caused your blindness. However, your blindness, you've been blind, partially blind in that eye for so long that the damage is already done. And as you kind of like splash, it's you best thing I could say, like how I imagine is that, so little IRL story, my great uncle is blind in both eyes, and the only thing he can see is like shadows and his peripheral. So he like kind of stands at a weird angle to people, so that way he can know where they are. And like it's kind of like that, where you can see things in your peripheral of your eye, but you can't really see out of it. So whether or not you want to put that eye patch back on or not is up to you.
All right, so Beep will relower the eye patch after a few moments of just looking out of it, and just kind of like look his head up to the sky, and just very angrily just say "Beep."
Hey, Beep.
Do you have glaucoma or something?
Just ask people that.
He got
Beep.
he got
I mean, we
stung
can
in
ask
the
if they lay
eye.
with birds, but not if they got glaucoma.
You be careful.
Beep, I don't know if it would help or not, but if you ever want to take your eye out, I could make you a prosthetic.
Beep
It would
just shakes
function.
Beep just shakes his head and just says "Beep, beep, beep, beep."
Can I keep the eye?
Beep, beep, beep. It would function as normal.
Beep, 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 beep.
Like, nah, don't fucking touch my eye, bro. So, you guys are kind of chilling out around this, and Alan, you see him walk up to like kind of like right next to Ori, like upstream of Ori, as he's kind of taking a cue from Thaddeus's book, and he like sticks both feet down into it, and immediately he steps back out, and he's like, well, that's unfortunate, and he just kind of like sits down. Like, I thought I would really get rid of that.
Problems, Alan?
Oh, well, I witnessed Beep there splash water into his eye and figured, and it kind of, I don't know, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't, but I was hoping that maybe this water would have enough healing properties in it to get rid of my curse. I'm tired
Whole
of
werewolf thing?
Yeah. I'm tired of having it. I hurt people. I don't like hurting people on full moons, and granted it hi doggo. Granted it does help me in battle, but I'm about done with battling, if you ask me.
We just need to get you double eye patches so you can't see the full moon.
Don't
not
look
how
at the
that
moon.
works.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, that's not quite how that works. But either way, hold on, Jackson. I swear to God, dog.
Jason.
He's like,
Jackson.
quit your sniffing. That's you don't need to be over there. Come here, bro. Hey. Oh, don't you look at me like that. He has these wild eyes right now.
Well, I'm going to fill up those vials again, and or not vials, but jars, and then say, okay, we need to figure out a way to get out of here, and maybe to get the little one's dragon back.
Yeah, we should probably figure out a way out and getting the kids out.
Did you
Getting the kids out, really? That's an interesting choice. As you hear a voice emanating from the top of the tree.
I'm immediately going to look up there and have my spirit at the ready because
Do I recognize the
still
voice?
underground.
Tree just talk.
Disembodied voice. That's a bit awkward.
Elka, make a history check.
History check. 15.
The voice, you don't know who this is, but the voice, you've heard this voice before. From somewhere. Maybe it was when you were a kid, maybe it was from during your travels. All you know is that this voice does seem a little recognizable.
Okay, I'm gonna look up. Hopefully recognize the person.
You don't see anything at the top of the tree. All of a sudden you, I'm going to say, Aiko, you feel an elbow land on the top of your head. Well, hello. I see we're having a nice little party around this tree. You know, this tree has a lot of properties in it. And he's just, and Aiko, how do you react?
I don't even know how to react with that elbow landing on my head from a tree.
Okay, so are you just kind of gonna be sitting still?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stun and not move.
Okay,
Alright.
you have an owl on your head. Don't know if you knew that. Notice.
You then, Aiko, you feel the elbow lift off your head, and you immediately feel a sharp, intense pain on your right shoulder. You take 4 points of piercing damage. As you turn around, you see a dagger plunged into the top of your shoulder. And all of you see this shadowy figure jump away from Aiko and land at the base of the tree and say, "Well, are you here for a good time, or are you here to foil my plan?" And
We're here for a short time, and I'm about to beat your ass.
everyone roll
What type
initiative.
of good time we talking?
Fuck.
Roll a what?
Roll initiative.
Where's initiative again?
Oh, I should probably add
center
turns.
column towards the top.
Yeah, you probably should add turns. I'm just gonna do it.
Glad I got that one out of the way now and not
You're,
later.
Oh, hey, mine was really low again. Woo! I need to start rolling that on my actual dice. Fuck.
Inspiration. Where's initiative at? I can't find it.
At the top near your AC.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. 7 points.
Dead last again. So much for
Behind me?
doing something
Did I
before.
really not add this? Oh, fuck me.
Did you somehow roll worse than me? You did.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, I rolled a 1 on mine.
Am I the... Well,
What?
okay.
What was the question?
You rolled badly.
Oh, I rolled a 15. No.
Where is it?
Bottom does not have a lot of
Oh yeah. I got caught flat-footed,
Y-
which sucks because I had something that I was gonna do right before he said roll initiative.
Well, I have the stat block, but we're gonna use a doppelganger token because I apparently didn't add in the token.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yeah, you know,
DM slacking.
Bro, yeah, I am. I've been playing a lot of Tarkov.
Alright, so sorry, who are we fighting?
So this guy.
Looks like a
Okay.
humanoid version of Chaos from Sonic.
So okay, I need
You know
to
what?
I need to add turns real quick.
I actually have inspiration from way back when,
You
and
can
I'm going to
absolutely
use it.
re-roll.
I'm going to use it on this initiative roll.
Okay.
But I'll wait until you have the turn tracker up so I can actually just take it.
Are we missing anybody on the board yet? Or where's Zane? There he is.
I'm further back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're good. And then I need to add a turn for baby boy there. Where is there?
There it is.
Did it not add turns whenever I hit add turn? That's annoying.
You have to have it open.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh yeah, so much better.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, no,
I'm in there
buddy.
twice.
Totally worth it.
Guys, I got 2 rolls this time.
How do you get rid of a turn? Hold on.
If you mouse over the icon, I think it is, you
Yeah,
can click and delete it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
Not gonna let me have my
sorry,
second action.
I can. So yours is 6. What is Elka's? 5. Okay. What is Aiko's? 18. What is Alara's? 7. I got a roll for Alan.
I got a 5 on mine.
That's a 3 for Alan, so that's a +5. That's +2, so that's a 5. Thaddeus is a 15. And what'd you say? Present 5.
5.
And then for the sake of it, it's a doppelganger token, but that's a whopping 6 on the enemies. And
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Alan is 1,000% slower than Zane, and I'm gonna also say Elka's 1,000% slower than, or 1,000% faster than Zane.
Well, that's a dex thing, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
What's everybody's dex at?
16.
Elka.
18.
Yeah, I figured.
19.
Alan's is 14, so it's
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
that's proper.
Yep.
All right, there's
And
that.
if the entity is above a 14, then
And
he
of
would go
course-
before me.
Of course, Ori gets to go first, so he's gonna end it right here in one tap. So.
Well,
I don't know about that.
so this. So you take. Did you mark down the 4 points of piercing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So he's gonna look at you. Well, so hostile. I haven't even introduced myself. I suppose battle works. And he's going to immediately. You're gonna see he. This is a reactionary round. He's immediately going to cast. Why am I blanking on the name? It's the speed one. I can't think of it. Haste. Thank you.
Haste?
He's gonna cast haste on himself. So he gets advantage on his next. That's all right. Advantage on next attack roll and double the speed.
Can I yell at him? Can I intimidate him?
You want to try?
Go away.
No. So that's his reaction. So Ori, it is your turn. What do you want to do? He's kind of standing there, a very shadowy figure. You can't tell what he actually looks like right now.
or he will like squint.
Okay.
I guess he'll see he's like possibly a strong enemy, so he'll be excited to fight. So he's gonna 5, 10. He's gonna stand right here, and can I hit him from here?
Yeah.
There was like that diagonal thing.
Yeah. That's that's your reach.
Yep. All right. And he'll, when he saw him come down, he drew his weapons.
Okay.
So he'll swing his glaive with one hand.
All right, roll that strength.
Yep. That's 14, right? 14.
14. Yeah, 14 is the AC, or not AC,
Okay.
but DC.
Yeah. Rolled a 15. So that's 20.
Yeah. Easy enough.
Roll. Tech. Is 19.
19 does hit.
I rolled a 19, so that's a crit.
Motherfucker.
Yep, I'm sorry. Hey, you can get revenge in the game. You can get revenge in my game.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my, blinking. Oh, 21. 21 plus 5. Oh wait, no, 42, 46.
46 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
As you swing your glaive through, or at this being, it seems to pass through it. What was the lightning damage?
I rolled a 6 for that, so that'd be 12.
As you swing through, you hear him say, "You think that'll work on me?" And your glaive passes straight through and slams into the floor.
Does it appear I did nothing?
Other than the crackling lightning that courses through the shadowy figure that is him. But as far as you know, it did not make purchase, even with a your glaive did not. Your glaive just went straight through him and slammed into the ground.
Okay. But the lightning did something.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just have to hit you more. I'll action surge and do another swing.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Are you swinging with your glaive, or are you gonna swing with another?
Another glaive.
Okay.
I'll roll strength. 21.
Okay.
For strength check. And I rolled another 19 for the attack.
You're fucking kidding me. All right.
Do you just want me to roll the d6?
Yeah. You
Okay.
get the sense that physical damage does not work on him.
All right, that's another 6, so it's 12 damage plus. You want me to add the plus 5 or?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so that's
I got it.
17.
Yeah. So you see this lightning crackling through its shadowy visage, and immediately you hear from where it's standing, "Well, you just don't know when to give up." And it's going to stand there.
Is the glaive isn't versatile, right? I mean, could I hold it with 2 hands and use a bonus action?
There shouldn't be any unless there's something with the weapon itself.
Yeah, you would have to use your bonus action, I think, to switch to a two-handed stance.
Okay, can I... Since my axe probably won't do anything, I'll put my... Can I put my axe away, then two-hand my glaive as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that, then that'll be my turn.
Okay. So, it is now Beep's turn.
All right. So I'll have Beep move up to here. And then he will take out his dagger and very gently cut at the tip of his finger. And he will cast Bane.
Oh. Okay. Can you give me the spell description for Bane just to refresh my memory? I know what it does. I just want to make sure I have everything.
Right here.
Let's make a charisma save throws. What's the DC on that?
Good question.
It'd be your spell casting.
Oh, it's my spell casting?
Yeah.
15.
Spell save DC. 15?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 16, so...
Alright.
Alright, so Bane does nothing, right? If you succeed?
Yeah. If you succeed, it does nothing.
So, okay. Gotcha. Alright. So, do you want to do anything else?
Can I still do the Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah.
Can I do it to Eiko?
Yeah, bonus action, Inspire Echo. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Echo, you get it's a D6, right?
Yeah, D6 at my current level.
So you get a D6 on any check or attack roll one time. Added.
You have to use it before you know the result.
Yeah,
by the way,
you got to choose to use it before you know the result. But you can add that to your roll. But is that your turn then, Pete?
Yeah.
Okay, Echo, your turn.
I guess I'll do that. How do I do that?
Well, you have to make it. Well, what do you want to do? You...
I'll just use my longbow and try to shoot an arrow at him.
Okay, so how inspiration works is that you can hold on to it. It only lasts 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes, yep.
Yeah. Inspiration only lasts 10 minutes, so technically it would be with you
10
guys.
turns.
Yeah, roughly 10 turns. So
100.
Oh,
right.
100. Sorry.
100 in total,
100,
but 10,
yeah.
10 per person. Yeah.
No, 100 per person.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's 6 minutes. 6
Combat
seconds.
goes quick.
Here.
Either way. Okay. So how it works is that for your attack you have to if you want to use your inspiration die, you can roll it before you roll your d20. That's how I'm going to handle it. So if you want to roll your d6 and then add your d20, you can do that, or you could hold on to the d6 for a more advantageous use.
All right. So I roll the d6, then my attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the d6.
Other way around. You roll your attack
and add it.
D6.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't really
It doesn't
matter.
matter either way.
All right.
Yeah.
So 22 hits. Roll for damage.
How do I roll for damage again?
If you click where it says longbow in the chat
Oh, okay.
window. In the chat. Not on your character sheet.
Like in the physical. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
7 points piercing. You make purchase. You shoot it right at his head, and you watch the arrow shoot through the shadows and just go shoot, ding, hits the ground and like scatters off the ground behind him.
Well, this shit ain't working. Ori can't do that. I can't do that. What the hell? Alright.
That ends my turn.
Okay. So that is now it's Thaddeus' turn.
Recognizing that, am I able to recognize that these physical attacks aren't working?
They're plain to see.
I'm going to take one of my vials or jars of the water that I filled it up with.
Okay.
And just splash it in his direction.
Okay. I'm gonna say roll a dex check for me. You don't have to roll an attack, but roll a dex check. 14. So as you toss this water at him, it makes purchase with the shadow and immediately gets absorbed by the shadow. You just hear him say, "Ah, that was refreshing. I appreciate you. I really was getting thirsty."
Does he heal from that?
Can't tell.
Shit.
Can I insight that and see if he's actually like bullshitting?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
I have a question. I know vaguely who he is, right? Like I recognize his voice.
You recognize the voice. You can't really pin who he is or where you've heard his voice before.
Okay, so I wouldn't have any like information about how to like get rid of him.
No. And with a 7, as far as you can tell, he's not bluffing. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, yeah. I mean, I did the insight check, so I guess that's my turn.
Okay, it is now Alaro's turn.
I think I'm gonna stick out this. I think I'll move up, but I don't do to move.
You can hit him with an attack. Yeah, magic works against him. It seems. I think you should.
Yeah, I kind of want to hit him with the primal savage.
Oops. Primal what now?
Primal savage.
Well, physical attack. What's that?
I hate how if I click just off of that little information bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you move that?
Oh, I know. Roll 20 can
you're
be
You
finicky
have to be
sometimes.
5 feet, but I don't know if I have enough to.
Oh yeah.
You're like 5 feet away from you. Don't.
Just move me. Just move me up there next to Beep.
Next to Beep? Okay.
You can cast a spell.
Anything else? Mm,
Oh, you got spells.
yeah, but if I do that, then
Wait,
all
what's
of
the
us
other
are-
one?
Your wave. Sure, but then all of us.
Wasn't. Oh, yeah. What's
Have,
this? Earth term around you? Oh, okay. Can't remember. Can goblins bonus action dash?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna just chill next to Beep
Not gonna do anything?
and Baby.
Okay. Alright, so that is, I guess it's your turn. Vaten, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. Considering I saw the 2 physical attacks basically pass right through the guy, that is going to change my plan, and I'm going to instead go ahead and stay nice and far away from him, but I'm going to go ahead and cast Moonbeam on him.
Ooh, I was waiting for this one. Is that a Constitution save?
It is a Constitution saving throw, a shape change or make fit saving throw with disadvantage.
Well, it's technically not a shapeshifter.
Okay, then it's just a con save.
Okay. Oop, shit. That is a fail. We rolled 12.
Hey, yo. So he takes the full 16 points of radiant damage.
Which immediately, you guys see, explain how Moonbeam works for everybody. You see this bright light just erupt into the air.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and just punt that out. Silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, the dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. So I guess you see Vaten kind of take his spear, take the flame that he kind of normally conjures in his one hand, slaps it against the head of the spear, and uses it to kind of fling up, almost straight up, being careful to avoid the tree. But you see this little like bolt of fire kind of soar up and then stick kind of in the air, and you see the moonbeam come down from that.
Yeah, and as it strikes this creature, this being, immediately the shadows that are on its form start to like shake and waver and get blown away by this radiant beam. And sitting in front of you is a man-sized person. Long.
A man-sized man.
You looking like a man.
Well, like human-sized.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. He looking like a man.
It's just some guy.
Long, pointy, floppy ears that fold down onto his shoulders, and he has large, what look to be butterfly wings coming out of his back, but these wings are pure black, and he has like this short reddish hair, but his eyes look pitch black, and his teeth are jagged, not pointy, but jagged, where it seems like they've been chipped. And he has like this weird 5 o'clock shadow going on, and he immediately just looks at. He's like, "Well, that was rude." And he looks right at you, Alka. "Looks like you have to die, little one, because you're the only one who knows who I am." And
I recognize him now.
Elka, standing in front of you is a very prominent figure in your life. Someone who you would see in passing as a child living in Arun. And this is what seems to be the former husk of the long, seemed to be forgotten former Prince of Arun, Lonnie. And this is Prince Lonnie. He very clearly looks like him, but he's skinny. He's not as voluptuous and as like rosy cheeked as he was when you were a kid. And all you know is that Prince Lonnie disappeared probably 3-4 years before you left on your journey. But this is, you recognize him as that.
I'm just gonna shout at him and be like, "I ran away. I don't talk to anyone. I won't tell anyone I know like where you are. Just leave me alone."
Okay. And he's
considering it is still my turn, I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back to kind of shield Elka as best I can.
Okay. So he kind of smiles haphazardly at you, and you do. Now that you see his face, you can tell that something happened. You don't know what happened, but normally fairies, whenever they turn into their human size, they tend to be jolly and be happy that they can walk among humans. But he looks more like a corpse than a actual person. He's skinny. His waistline is all bony. Like you can see, like he has his muscles are atrophying around his legs.
I was afraid of that.
He doesn't look very healthy, but he's just gonna sit there with kind of a half-cocked smile and look at you. But Vaten, do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope, I don't think so. I don't think I have any real bonus actions I want to do at the moment.
Okay, so it is now his turn, and he's going to kind of half-cocked look at Elka. See that Vaten is now protecting. Well, looks like I go through the lizard first, and he's going to point at you. He's gonna point at you, Vaten, and he's gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Cutting words
at you. What is that?
It's my reverse bardic inspiration.
So.
Oh, you don't have to use it right away, though. You can choose it after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether it succeeds or fails.
Yeah, well, I'll use it.
Okay. So,
Okay.
so I have what? So I would I roll with disadvantage, or what is that? When a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die, and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. Gotcha. Okay, so it's after.
So it's a D6 right now.
It's after the damage is rolled. I'm going to need. Let me pull up the details of Scorching Ray.
It's X number of attacks. I believe it's 2 if you're casting it at second level.
It's 3 rays.
3.
Yep. So is this a? So yeah, it's just an attack. All right. So for the first one.
Yep.
That is a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. Second one is a 19 to hit.
That'll do it.
And ooh, that's a natural 7, so that's not going to hit. So
yeah, no.
It's 2d6 fire damage minus. So that's 8 points.
Wait. So if Beep is using cutting words, it would go for 1 on the one that it would hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it would basically he would roll the d6 and he would subtract, kind of like Bane.
Yeah, so
where
you would roll, if it's a 2d6 roll, you roll 2d6 and then I would roll a d6.
Okay, so roll your d6.
No, it's just a straight up, like, if it'll affect it whether it hits or not how much damage it does.
Oh, so roll.
Yeah.
So roll your d6.
Yeah. So you rolled a 19.
Yeah. 19 minus what?
4.
Does a 15 hit?
Oh, it does still.
All right.
Damn.
So you take one Scorching Ray blasts into your chest.
Yep.
And you take 8 points of fire damage.
There goes my temp HP.
And
brings me down to that.
It's going to use.
And
he's going to then.
I still keep Moonbeam up.
Okay. He's. Can he move with Moonbeam on him?
Yeah.
Yes, he can move. Yep.
So he's going to spread his wings all the way out and take up into the air and fly his full 40 feet.
Would
what?
I'll let I'll let you decide. I'm gonna let you make the ruling, but I believe he would take another Constitution saving throw for Moonbeam for the start of his turn.
Oh, okay. That's 21.
Okay, so yeah, he passes.
So
so half damage.
Okay, so go and roll for that. 4. Okay.
Oh yeah. So he takes 2 of that.
Cool. Okay, gotcha. So he's gonna take off into the air, and he's gonna immediately fly above everybody and fly the full 40 feet in a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's gonna land. He's gonna use. So he's gonna be right here, and he's gonna use the rest of his movement to land right at the base of this, and be staring right at you, Vaten.
How high do you fly above us?
Within so probably. Well, what's flying? I don't know how that would work with movement speed. Is it you fly up and then go? So if that's the case,
if he has a flying speed, like taking off and flying like 5 feet up would be his first 5 feet of movement, basically.
So okay, so the higher he goes, the less he can move. So that's
vertically, or the higher he goes, the less he can move horizontally. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, where was he at? Like right here, or no, right here?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say he flew up 20 feet. To an attempt, because he did see how far your glaive reached. He has haste casted on him, so he has double movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's 80 feet. So it wouldn't matter. He's gonna land right in front of you, Vaten.
Yep, bring it.
And he's just gonna sit there and kind of like still half cock smile, looking through you, looking at Elka.
He probably has a second action, I believe. With haste on.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Cut out all there.
You don't have to tell him that.
I gotta do it.
An extra action with haste. Yes, I am aware.
Yep.
So
does anybody get an attack of opportunity when he did that?
No, he flew out of your reach. That was the point of me asking that.
As soon as he does leave their, or at least Ori's reach, Ori would get the attack of opportunity.
Would he?
Oh, actually, yeah, he did leave my
even
attack.
if he's flying up.
So yeah,
as long as any movement, any voluntary movement.
So yeah,
you get the attack of opportunity.
Then even with haste.
Even with haste, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, go and roll your attack of opportunity.
Oh, hold on.
Assuming that's how Ori wants to spend his reaction.
I don't really have any other reactions I could do.
And there you go.
That is a... Was it +9 to hit?
Okay.
23.
23 definitely hits.
Okay, and I'll roll the d6. That is a... Do I add my modifier to attack ops?
Yes.
It's a regular attack.
Okay, then that is 13.
13 points of damage. Cool. As you that is.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not correct. I don't know why I doubled that. That is 8 damage.
8 damage. Well, that is halved. He take you see you cut into him, and it definitely cuts into him. It definitely cuts him, but you immediately see his body kind of like morph around the blade, like try to, and then doesn't seem like you made as much purchase as you should have. But yeah, okay, so
I actually rolled a 9, or I didn't roll a 9, but that's 9 damage. I rolled a 4 + 5, and that's 9. I am.
So we'll say
silly.
We'll say he took 5 points of damage.
Okay.
So he lands there right in front of you, Vaten, and he's going to immediately look, smile, and stare right at you and cast Fear.
Eddie, what do we have to do?
And I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Beautiful.
I'm also going to need Elka to make a Wisdom
Less
saving
than
throw.
beautiful.
Because it's a 30-foot sphere. Or 30-foot cone, so.
That was a weak one.
Would this hit Zane as well?
I believe I'm too far.
So it would be at a
'Cause
diagonal.
You said cone.
It would be a
So-
it would be a diagonal. So no, you would be out of it.
I think
Yeah, you would be out of it. Okay. So 12 for Vaten, and then what was the Wisdom save for?
And
Yeah, both of you are now afraid of this person.
I mean, I already was, but I guess extra afraid.
So how this works is that while frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you to the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight of you, the creature can make a Wisdom saving throw. Unsuccessful save, the spell ends for that creature. So on your next turn, you guys are forced to move away from me.
That's the okay. So that's the fear spell as opposed to the afraid condition or fear condition.
Yes. So this is the fear spell. You see him look both of you dead in your eyes, and you see his eyes light up with this weird like crimson glow, and you just see like what you see is a warping visage of him, where his teeth start to grow, his wings start to get really, really big, his body starts growing, and he just starts like domineering over you, reaching his hands down towards you. But that being said, it is Elka's turn now. You are required to make the dash action and run away right now, which you are out of his attack of opportunity range.
Do I just have to run away, or can I pick a direction?
The safest route away from him is how.
I'm gonna probably go this way.
So it would be dash, so 60 feet.
35, 40, hang on. 50, 60, I'll come back here.
There you go. So you're now running towards the tunnel. That being said, that is your turn. Zane, you just watch Elka just turn around and haul ass away from him. What do you want to do? You're down the creek from him. You now see him right now.
I can get.
Oh yeah.
I can get up there, and I'm gonna fucking punch him.
Thunder gauntlets.
Yep.
All right.
I can't lightning launcher. I'm not in the right form.
All right.
Is there any chance he slipped in any of Ori's grease when he landed?
No.
Just curious.
All right, 1 sec. 16.
16 just hits.
Cool. All right, it's just 12 thunder damage.
So Vaten, you immediately are kind of like you're like stuck in place. You hear.
I actually drop my spear because I am holding it, and it says you drop whatever you are holding. So.
Oh yeah. So, you like shakingly drop your spear. You Elka, both of your rapiers are on the ground behind you.
No.
Right behind Vaten. But you're just kind of like Vaten. You're just kind of sitting there like eyes wide, like trying to back away slowly, and you just watch Zane run up and just go boom, slam his fist into the side of him, and 12 points of damage. Good. Immediately he looks at you and he's just like, oh, well, you can die as well.
Rocket
Concentration check for the fear spell.
Yup. Natural 20.
Yeah. I was hoping it would break so I could actually use my action, but
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right.
Yep.
So it is now Alan's turn, rounding out the bottom. He's immediately going to he's gonna go full werewolf. He's gonna go a hybrid transformation. You're gonna see him like go. You're gonna see the whole thing that you've seen before. Him get taller. His claws get longer. His snout start to raise out, and he's going to cast. Or not cast, but he's going to throw his blood maledict onto the creature. You gain the ability to channel or sometimes sacrifice part of your vital essence to curse and manipulate creatures. You may grab the each time you use your blood maledict feature, you choose which curse to invoke. So he's going to invoke the curse of holding. So I'm going to need to make a dex check or dex saving throw. That's a natural 2, so he fails. Zane, Laten, you see Alan go into his werewolf form, but then you also see this shooting blood seep out, almost as if it's coming out of the pool of the stream of water next to you. It's gonna come shooting out of the ground and latch onto him and hold him down. And it's gonna be like a blood web that just shoots down and holds him in place.
Ooh.
And he is now. He's gonna need to make a concentration check.
Not unless it didn't do not unless it did damage.
If you're being held down, you need to make a concentration check. If you're being grappled.
Okay.
So.
I will not complain about that.
He rolled a 3, so fear is now broken. And you're gonna see Alan full wolf form. Granted, I don't have a wolf thing for him, but he's gonna run up and immediately just like be flanking this already grappled person. So that is Alan's turn. It is now back at the top of the order. Ori, what would you like to do?
We're just gonna move down here. Gonna go right here, and he's gonna attack with his glaive.
Okay, and you get advantage because he is flanked.
Actually,
and grappled.
And grappled.
Can I make a check to see any weak points on him?
I'm gonna say sure.
That's a bonus action.
Sure. I'm gonna say make a. Let's say medicine check.
Do I get advantage because he's grappled?
No. You are not a doctor.
What's my medicine? What's that scale off of? It's 1.
Intelligence, I think.
Wisdom.
It might be. It's either intelligence or wisdom. Yeah.
Wisdom.
19.
19. You're looking at him. As you, I mean, just looking at him with a 19, you can tell that this guy's frail. He's skinny. His bones are kind of his ribs are popping out of his rib cage, not like fully popping out, bone showing, but like he
looks like starved.
Yeah, he looks starved. His waistline is really skinny. It looks very malnourished. His wings almost look as if they want to fall off. But even with a 19, you can't really tell if he has like a crazy, any crazy weaknesses. You just see that doesn't look very healthy. What?
What?
You good, Todd?
That was pretty funny, Zach. You're hilarious.
What did I just miss?
I don't know.
What's funny?
You missed what's in the back. I can't say it. He's streaming.
Oh.
Just gonna smile and nod.
We'll talk
Alright,
about it here in 30 minutes or so.
I'll hit him with my glaive. I'm two-handing it, so I'll just roll. What is it? Roll an 18. 27.
He definitely hits. Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely hits.
I'll roll just a d6 again.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, no, roll for a full attack
Okay.
because he's no longer in his shadow form, and you do not.
Oh, okay. Do I know that, or?
Yeah, you can very clear. I mean, you attack of opportunity. You already swiped at him, and you could tell it was different.
Oh well, if he wasn't in his shadow form, I only rolled a d6 that time.
No. He was in his shadow form until the moonbeam hit him.
Wait.
So that was after your. You
You're
only
talking
rolled
about the attack of opportunity.
attack of opportunity. Oh well, then fuck. Then roll. I'm gonna say to make up for it, roll. Just roll with advantage here, or not roll with advantage, but roll like it's a crit.
Okay. Oh fuck. Oh golly. That's 2 10s.
Mm-hmm.
$72 damage.
Holy.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's for the what's the physical and what's the lightning.
Physical was oh fuck, I put my dice. What the fuck did I roll for my I rolled 2 10s for my dice, so that's 20.
So 20 so
Oh, wait, hold on. I can't remember what the last one was. I gotta do reverse math. 72.
reverse math, you mean subtraction?
Yes.
My brain is fried today. I've been working all day.
Listen, we all have days like that.
Commit reverse math.
Oh my god, what the fuck was it?
I'm gonna use
Okay, I
that
rolled a
next time I'm
72.
on a cardiac arrest. I'm gonna. My
like-
reverse math isn't working.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I think it was a 6. So it'd be 26 physical. So that would be 40. No. That'd be what,
52.
50.
So he only takes half physical. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
So 26 physical, and then what's the lightning on top of that?
12.
12. So okay. So he takes. Okay, got it. All right, cool. Yeah, you slam into that boy. Do you want to do anything else?
Can I bonus action with my axe?
You're currently two-handing your glaive.
Or I'm sorry, I meant my glaive.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't. Do I have my modifier?
On the bonus action, I don't think so.
Okay. Alright, that's 25 physical.
25 physical? Okay.
And that's 5 lightning damage.
Okay, I got it. Cool. Nice. Yeah, you really cut into this guy, and he's just like not making any noise when you cut into him. In fact, when you cut into him, your glaive passes through him like you're cutting through jelly. But you do see blood come out of him. But his body is his body is like reconnecting itself after the glaive goes through.
Did I see anything inside of him?
before it reconnected?
I'm gonna say no, because
Okay.
it was more of a split second thing that happened. Alrighty.
All right, that's my turn then.
Okay, so that's your turn. Thank you, Bingo.
Yeah.
I turned that off a few
I
minutes ago by accident.
I just clicked onto that tab and I was like,
Gotcha. Okay.
what's going on there?
So, that's your turn. Beep is now your turn.
All right. So in general, how's he looking right now?
You can't really tell. He's bound. He's taken a good amount of damage from what you understand, but he doesn't look like he's bloodied, or he doesn't look like he's struggling. I mean, he's struggling, but he's not. Doesn't look too hurt to you.
All right. So I'll move down to where Ori is, and I will. Let me see here.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage for my other attack.
Oh, well, no.
Hold on.
The second attack wouldn't have. Oh well, no, because the only reason. Oh wait, that's right. That's right, because he's bound. My bad.
Let me just see what I get. Uh, 14. Oh wait. What was my other roll?
It was 20.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Well, you've done.
Oh,
You
no.
have done the same damage, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Beep, back to you. What do you want to do?
I will use Dissonant Whispers. And
Okay.
I will do that I'll cast it at level 2.
Okay. And that is a DC 15 wisdom save. That is a 22.
Alright, so it takes half damage of 17.
Half damage of 17? Gotcha. Okay. He, everybody who's surrounding him, you hear this mumbling chanting coming from Beep, and you see his ears start to bleed a little bit as this is happening. And immediately...
Beep's ears?
Yeah, Beep's ears?
No. The guy.
Oh, okay.
And you immediately start to see him like try to shake out of this to like hold his ears. But he cannot. Beep, do you want to do anything else?
No. Also, would non-physical attacks crit on a bound person or no?
No.
Okay.
In fact, it would be if you're attacking at range, it would be a disadvantage on a bound person. But because it's a spell and a DC, it doesn't matter.
All right.
All right. So if that's your turn, Aiko, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. Do I have enough movement to move up near? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move up to Alan.
Okay.
And then I will try the longbow again.
That close, you're gonna have to roll disadvantage because he's bound.
That's fine.
5e rules suck.
16.
16 just hits.
That's an awkward one.
Yeah, so 15 hits, gonna roll for your damage. Or 16 hits. Roll damage.
10.
So it's cut in half, but You guys are just wailing on this poor guy, and you just watch. You just
Get
watch.
him!
You just watch Aiko walk up, bow in hand, just sends an arrow down straight into him.
I mean, I would too if I wasn't scared.
You just like rammed him and just shot him with like a gun or something.
Well, you're not scared anymore.
You're not scared anymore, yeah.
Point blank range with a bow.
That's hilarious. So is that your turn, Aiko?
Yeah.
Okay. Thaddeus, you're up.
All right. I'm going to pull my rapier, lunge forward, and make an attack with my rapier.
Okay. You'd roll with advantage here because you are close range physically attacking him. Just to see if you see if you roll the crit, you know.
Oh, okay.
So roll again one more time.
Oh.
Either way, you hit him. So roll for damage.
This is where
13 cut in half. Got it. Nice. So you guys are just making this poor guy into a fucking like pincushion. Basically.
Poor guy. Fucking look at him. He looks like fucking.
He's creepy.
He threatened to kill me.
Voldemort looking ass.
And he's gone quiet, by the way. He hasn't made
Looks
any.
like that guy from.
He hasn't made any noise.
I don't blame him.
Looks
Is
like
he
that guy
already-
from the Machinist.
Is he
Probably
already
just
dead?
dead now. We've re-killed him.
No, he is. You can still see his lungs slowly. You know.
Hit him again.
Anything else you want to do, Thaddeus?
Do I get a second attack or not?
As a rogue, do you?
Do you have extra attack right now?
I don't
think you do. You're level
Ro-
4.
rogues don't get extra
Hey.
attack at all.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Todd.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Do you have any more movement?
Yes.
Like 5 feet.
you-
Yeah.
Do you want to move diagonal next to Zane?
That's what he's. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. So you're kind of standing half foot in the water, half foot on dry land. Strangely enough, your left foot in the water is kind of giving you a weird healing benefit as you're standing there.
Those are your Achilles.
Does it make me pee my pants? Like when you turn the heaters on?
High or low, Todd?
No way.
Fuck. Hi.
No, it doesn't. All right. So is that your turn then?
That's my turn.
Alara, is your turn.
Move her next to him,
Okay.
where Thaddeus was,
Okay.
and Primal Savagery.
Okay.
Pulls out a block of cheese and stuffs it in his mouth.
Force feeding him cheese.
Okay. Yeah, he's lactose intolerant. Okay. What is I forgot? Primal Savagery is attacking. So roll an attack.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
11 misses. Well, you roll with advantage. So roll one more time.
Is there any modifiers with it?
It would be your spell casting modifier.
What's your spellcasting modifier? It'd be +7. I mean, you have advantage, so roll again. So it's +7, so it'd be a 19.
Yeah, it hits. So go and roll for damage.
All right, roll
Say
for.
cheese.
Full
You
10.
just-
Yo, nice.
Plus your spell attack modifier.
Plus your spell, that'd be a +5.
So 15 points of damage, which is, I believe, magical damage because it's primal savagery. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you just
Acid damage.
you just watch Alara run up, full like primal look in her eye, and just start ripping into this man. It's
The
great.
only other time you've seen her with this look in her eye is when they brought out a new cheese wheel.
Yeah, she's ripping into him like she ripped into the last cheese wheel she ate. But yeah, okay, cool.
The corn cave.
I'm tired. I'm at Coin Cave.
She hasn't had cheese in a while, so she's just angry. It's like Ori not killing anyone. He hasn't killed anyone in a
Alara,
while.
he's made of cheese.
He's attempting to kill somebody though, so he's got that going for him.
Oh yeah.
So is that? I guess that's Alara's turn then.
Can Alara move?
No, she has 25 feet movement. That's like her full movement right there.
You only have 25 feet?
Yeah, as a goblin. Yeah,
No, she has 30, right?
Oh.
As a goblin?
pretty sure it's 25.
I think it's 25.
Let me just double
She's
check.
small.
Yeah,
so-
mine's only 25.
She says it's 30. It's right there. She has
Oh yeah,
it.
30 feet. Sure enough. Yeah, so she could move another 5 feet.
Yeah, just move one spot to the left. Yeah.
Okay.
Down towards me in the river.
Okay, so that's her turn. Vaten, you're no longer under the fear spell.
Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, with my hand, kind of reach out towards where I put that small moon in the sky, and kind of pull it towards myself. But I'm gonna swing it around, so I definitely don't come anywhere near. I'm blanking on his name now, Alan. And I'm just gonna drop the moonbeam right on this dude again. And I will. He doesn't take the damage now, but I will look him dead in the eye, even with my spear on the ground, and just say, "You shall not harm our long ears." And that'll be my turn.
And you say that now. So
He needs a Constitution saving throw.
22.
Oh yeah, that passes.
Okay.
So he takes half.
So 6 points.
6.
Yeah. All right.
Off of that.
Cool. Immediately holds him down. He's like, oh, this is annoying. And he's going to attempt to break the binding. And that's based off of Alan's spell DC, which is a 17. Ooh. I rolled just a 17 to break that. So you immediately see him just boom break the blood, like the blood like splatters out onto you guys all around him. And immediately he's going to kind of sit there and oh, you fools. And he's going to point at his feet and cast Fireball at his feet.
I'll absorb elements.
I need everybody who's surrounding him to make a dexterity saving throw.
With advantage or without advantage?
Without advantage.
Oh,
Cool.
ouchies.
Let me prepare my d6s.
Nice. That is 21 for me.
Okay. 1d6.
23.
You guys are rolling great.
Thaddeus is 23. Ori's 21.
76, 76, 86.
Oh boy, that sounds like it hurt.
Remember, that spreads out.
Was it? Did you say dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody within a 20-foot radius.
Sorry.
you hear that?
I don't know
Lex?
why. Sorry, I'm not getting hurt as also.
Deck save.
Long ears is safe.
Fire doesn't bother me anyway.
Did you say that the hot never bothered you anyway?
I said the fire never bothered me anyway.
Neither of them really works, honestly.
Okay.
It's okay.
No. Hot damn.
Okay. So, for those of you that did not roll a 17 or higher, you take 32 points of fire damage.
Oh, damn it.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
You said 17 or higher?
The spell save DC for him is 17.
Thank God.
So Alara and Vaten take 32 points of fire damage. And I assume that means both of you are down for the count, but correct me
I
if I'm
had
wrong.
literally 32 HP left.
Yeah!
We're healers, no.
I would like to point out that Alara is in the middle of the stream.
Yeah, it's not very deep, though.
She's fully engulfed.
All of you that didn't roll all of you that rolled 17 or higher takes half.
I'm absorbing elements, so I will take
a quarter.
No, because I already take half damage from fire.
I do have one.
So we would take
What do you
16.
want?
Yeah,
So what do you
16.
want from me, Zachary?
So everybody,
Zach,
what?
you told me I had 1 foot in the river.
Okay.
Does that help?
No. Not
Everyone
yet.
Everyone just fall into the river.
Oh yeah, we have a healing thing right
I was
here.
gonna say,
Hey, Alara's in the river. Maybe that would help.
Laura's just like face down in the river,
So-
like floating along it.
He also takes 32 points of damage, by the way, as he casts this fireball on himself. And as the fire clears, his body is gone.
Bye.
We did it.
Quick,
Vaten,
help the friends.
Oh, they're okay.
Vaten is currently knocked out. What
I'm
are-
gonna like,
am
I can't
going-
touch them. Y'all
I'm-
get them some water. I can't touch this shit. So Zach,
Okay.
how much damage do you want me to take?
I would say a quarter of 32, so 8.
So there's that. So like, I got half damage from
4.
making it,
So
but I
4
have it
Taking 8
again.
damage.
So 8.
But
An eighth of the damage, so 4.
So 4. Okay.
I'm
Just wanna
dunking
make sure.
Alara in the water and just splashing her.
So
Look at that.
Alara
Take
has
damage.
34 HP.
Oh, she's still alive.
She's still barely
so she's
alive.
Oh,
okay.
Alara's still good.
All right, so I'm gonna.
I was
give
the
my-
only one that fell then.
I'm gonna give my buddy here a cure wounds.
Drink the
Okay.
cheese water, Alara. Drink the cheese water.
So I'll take that 8 points and I'll. Did we vanquish the foe?
Beep.
I wouldn't say he's dead, but he's definitely not here.
I'd
Is
like,
there any signs of him?
I'd like
like
all
where
of you
he-
to make a wisdom saving throw.
Me too.
Every single one of you. Yep.
It
Uh,
goes
my,
like
my
21.
first one's 3. I didn't mean to hit it twice. 3.
8.
It's a
10.
natural 1.
Aiko's like, "Where's my dragon?"
So almost like it's like a voice ramming into your head. You hear, "Oh, I'm not gone. You will see me again. Oh, and let's just say little one with the floppy ears. I'll tell your brother you said hi." And then, all of you take 2 points of psychic damage as he crashes into your mind. So, Alara, I'm gonna say You just watch poor Lara just go, I'm tired. Boom. Fall over. She's now unconscious.
I have 1 HP.
Is she in the water? Is it healing her at all?
She fell. I mean, yeah, sure. She fell forward into the water, but you also have to worry about her drowning now.
I told you I'm next to her, splashing water on her, holding her up.
So okay,
You're
so
drowning her more.
For the sake of healing,
and I'm a paramedic.
Anybody?
this game, you are.
Alara immediately wakes up and has 9 HP. And anybody who's standing in the water currently gains 9 HP.
I'm gonna go stand in the water.
I ain't touching the water again.
I'm not in the water.
I'm gonna crawl my ass over there. I'm not gonna stand. I'm just gonna crawl.
Can I stop Vaten from going in the water?
Stop him.
Make a dex check.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna tackle Ori.
That is a great idea for a character, though. Just one that's a complete asshole to his whole party.
Like, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spaced out. How much damage am I taking?
2 psychic
That's
damage.
it?
Yep.
Oh.
It was a D8 of psychic damage. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Just
I
enough
guess I'll
to
go
knock.
join my friends too.
Just enough to knock out Alara.
Oh, poor Alara.
So battle has ended. You're gonna see Alan kind of like fall out of his hybrid form and just slump down and be like, "Who the shit was that?"
This one does not know.
I have no idea. They
I
seem to
forgot
know
the guy's
Oka, though.
name, but I remember he's a prince. So I guess I'll just be like, "That's the prince."
Prince Lonnie is his name.
There you go.
Hmm.
Like that was Prince Lonnie, but he went missing 6 or 7 years ago.
I've known some princes in my time, but never as ghoulish as that.
Wait,
He didn't even look like that.
And you see Alan put his hand up, eyes closed. Are you saying that man was a fairy?
Yes.
Because I've heard
Let's
that.
not make this personal.
No. I've heard that name before. I've been around a while, and you do hear about the 2 crowned princes quite a lot. But I didn't realize that one fucking turned evil.
I didn't know either.
Harold? Educate us, please.
News to me.
Great one of the forest.
You don't need the nicknames. Far as I know, Arun is a country that is shrouded in mystery. The only way to get there is if you're born there, or is if you're invited by someone who was born there. And even then, you wouldn't be accepted unless you're accepted by the royal family.
Then I wouldn't be invited.
As far as I know, there's three children in the royal family. You got the sister. Her name's Liliana. She's the princess. She'll be the next queen of the fairies, I suppose. And then you got Prince Leon. He disappeared 30 years ago. And he hasn't been seen before. He hasn't been seen since. And then you got...
We're working through Leon.
Really? Well, that's a weird coincidence if you ask me, but... I don't know, did he look like that guy?
Well, not particularly when we saw him, but that doesn't mean he couldn't be.
Yeah, fey folk are quite tricky, I'm sure.
He was slightly better looking.
I'm sure the young Harangon over there would tell you just how tricky fairies are. And then you had Prince Lonnie, which I suppose is this asshole that just attacked us. So, the only reason I've heard about it is because, as I've told you before, I did my fair share of traveling and teaching, and one of the things I did teach was the history of the world, so I just happen to know about the royal family of Arun, but I don't know. Are we in Arun? At this point, I don't even know. Gold trees, water that fucking heals you. I don't know.
We are in Arun.
Are we?
As far as I can tell.
That's a bit unsettling.
I think Eustace might know.
Who's
This one does
Eustace?
not like it here.
Sorry, I was having a dream.
Ah, dreams. Aren't they a curious thing?
Can we find my fucking dragon now?
Alright, the little one. Cool. Yeah, I guess we can figure out how to get there. And as this is happening, you hear Zane, Alan, and Beep. You hear a familiar voice echo through the chamber. If you want your little dragon, you have to come play with me.
Oh god, it's the other dragon!
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yay.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna be here.
So, I'll be right back. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. The Corgan, thank you for hanging out. As always, I appreciate you, buddy. I will be announcing on Twitter and in the various. I'm sure I'll have my friends announce in their various Discords if we will be having a session next weekend. It is Labor Day, so some people might be gone, but we'll let you guys know. If you want to check out the podcast and everything, you guys know where to find that. And if you're new here, hit the follow button. So, anyways, thank you for watching. You guys have a wonderful night, and I'm sorry about the battle map. I didn't intend for that to happen. Oops. One-man show here, trying to run everything. It happens. But have a good night. I'll catch you guys later. Maybe see you next Sunday. If not, it'll be the Sunday after that, just depending on what the crew decides on. Have a good day.